Hi everyone. So this is a slightly different Toreba video, purely because I don't have the full video because I had the most insane play yesterday. So I just requested my dispatch of my 3 previous wins. And I only just realised or found out that if you ship 3 items with Toreba, you get 2 free plays for doing that. So I had 2 free plays, and I've been watching this one cinema roll machine for a good few days now, and I was sure I could win it. The only problem was it's such a busy machine whenever someone starts to play. It's really hard to get in the queue, so you'll be jumping in, jumping out, and it's really down to luck that whatever place you get in the queue when someone plays for a while and leaves it at a point where it's winnable, if you get a chance to win. So on my first free play I had yesterday before I shipped, just my regular daily free play, I used it on that machine. And it was kind of winnable, but I didn't really like it as much as I wanted to like it. But because the queue was full, I thought if I wait, it's going to be a new prize. I'm going to wait all over again. And I didn't really want to spend lots of time on Toreba yesterday. In the end, when I got my 2 free plays, I had a look at a different machine because someone was playing it. And it was one of those ones with the pole sticking out, but this time it wasn't the strap like with the Eevee cushions. It was a B-ring. And I was watching these people play it and they were trying to drag it off in the usual way. And then I had like a radical idea. And I was like, what if you just stab the B-ring? Because it was so close to the edge. I thought if you just stabbed it, it might just be enough weight on that side to knock it in. I thought maybe that's what I'll do if it gets to my go. And I was like second in queue at the time. So I had another person in front of me after the person who was already playing. And to my surprise, it actually did come to my go. And because I was still undecided, I'd been watching this other machine so much, I was kind of set on playing that machine. This looked so juicy, like as a chance to win. I convinced myself that I should play on this machine because I thought, well, the chances of me getting in queue at the right time on the other machine, is that more or less likely than me actually getting it off this machine right now with it hanging so close to the edge? I will insert videos. I've also done slow-mos and zoom-ins because it's because there's not the whole video there. You can see what it did. It actually did quite a bit. So the first time I did a move, I completely missed. It was a terrible aim. I went far too far over and I didn't hit it at all. My second go was much better. I did actually contemplate whether I should take a second go because I only had the 2 goes. But I thought, in for a penny, in for a pound, I'm going to do it. So I went for the second go and it was a much better aim. It did aim directly for the B-ring. I didn't quite get it on the B hoop that I wanted, but I got it slap bang in the middle of the 2 bits where the B meets in the centre, and it did hit it. And what you notice is, this is where I put the slow-mos in, is that when you notice it hits the middle bit and it bounces it down, and then as the claw lifts back up, the little bit of plastic next to the metal part of the hook on the claw, that gives it an extra boost as well. So it's almost like I hit it twice, and then it bounced for ages. And I was really gutted. I was really hoping that would work. I was like, oh, I thought this new idea would be unusual and an effective way of winning, but it didn't. So I watched it count down because I really believe on those machines, if it's something that's like 2 bars and it can slip through, wait as long as you can. If it's one where it's on a pole, I try and wait as long as I can as well. And it was bouncing so much and swinging so much, I just pressed charge TP, even though I knew I couldn't afford any more goes. I just thought, if it's going to fall off, I want it to fall off on my turn, not with someone else. But I didn't think it was going to fall off. I've never had it just take a long time to fall off. But, you know, I'm going to... It's my last go. I just wanted to get the most out of it as possible. And so I pressed charge TP, and after about another 30 seconds... I decided to go find my husband, who was bathing my kids at the time, and I just went into the bathroom to start moaning. I was super salty. I was really upset about it. And I know I shouldn't have been that upset, but I was. I really, really wanted this cinema roll prize. And I've been watching this other machine for so long, and I didn't use my goes on that machine. And I was kicking myself for that, thinking I should have just waited and just been patient. And so while I'm moaning to my husband, it's probably been about... Because I'd waited like almost the whole 30 seconds to press charge TP. And then I waited about another 30 seconds in my room while I was watching it. And then it started to slow down with the swinging. So that's when I went into my husband. And I was probably chatting to him for maybe a good half a minute to a minute. And then I just looked back down at my phone and it was still swinging. And then it just fell off. It just dropped right in. And I was like, oh my God, I like freaked out. I was like literally shaking, like my legs were shaking. I was buzzing. I was having such a great time. I could not believe it fell in, and it come up saying you won the prize. I didn't get a confirmation email straight away. It didn't say I'd won it on the replay videos. It just said my replay there. It didn't have the picture of the prize or anything. So I was starting to worry. So I didn't post anything online in case it didn't count as a win, because it had been so long that I'd just been waiting there. I was going to wait that whole 300 seconds down. I was not going to give up that machine unless I had to give up that machine. And I'm so glad I did. And that's why it's really, I think, a great idea. Even if it's boring and you're pretty sure you're not going to win it, I was pretty sure, I was certain I wasn't going to win this prize. That's why I was so salty. That's why I was moaning to my husband. In fact, moaning is kind of an understatement. I was whining. I was really whining. I wish I had another go. Yeah, hang in there, watch it. You never know if it's going to drop. Mine did. The problem with my video is that I have the video of me hitting it and then the claw returning. But because it was won like a good minute or so after I took my go, Toreba stops recording those images. Now, I only record my phone once I've won a prize, and I record my screen to record the playbacks. So if I'd recorded my phone while I played, I'd be able to show you the winning time, but I never do that. Maybe it's something I'll think about doing in the future, is recording my goes. Maybe on the days where I have more plays, maybe I'll do that. I just have my reliance on Toreba for the recording to go all right. And so obviously it doesn't have it dropping on that video. After about, I'd say half an hour, they confirmed via email that I'd got the prize, and it was showing up on the replay as a prize won. So I definitely have the prize. I'm super happy about it. But yeah, so there's a new strategy for you. If you ever see it hanging on the edge, you can stab that, and it does do quite a lot of movement. Even if it doesn't look like it does a lot, like when you look at someone else who hooks it underneath the B, you'll see it pop up, but you're not actually seeing it get over the lip where you need it to get to. This is already, once it's at that point, so you could just hook it off, but I've seen people do that and take a long time. For me, I only had to hit it once. I wish my first go had gone well, but who knows, it worked for me. Maybe give it a try. And the biggest thing I'd take from this video is to just not get upset and quit. So many times I've done that with other machines. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't win, and I just quit out. And I think, what if I'd stayed in there? Maybe it would have fell down. I've been in so many machines before where I've been later in the queue and the prize is so close to winning, and the person who's playing, they end up rage quitting or whatever. The next person comes in and they just start their go and the prize will fall through, and it's like, you wasted your go. That sucks, because you would have won it anyway because it's going to fall through. And also it sucks for the other person because they left too soon. So that's all I got to say before I ramble anymore. But try new things. I've tried new things before and I've had egg on my face. But this one, I didn't really see a downfall for it. I thought if I missed too far, yeah, that sucks. But if I missed too early, the worst thing that would happen is I just get a good hook underneath the B. But it worked out perfect for me. I won the prize. So sometimes thinking outside the box can work for you. It's now worked for me. But there we go. That is everything there. If you do enjoy this video, if you prefer me explaining my goes, I don't know. I just normally I just put up the plays. But if you'd rather me explain my goes, or if you'd rather me do this within the unboxing videos, I don't know. Just let me know what you'd like. And if you do like it, like and subscribe. Maybe comment for me. And I will chat to you soon. Bye.